Afifah and Badiya were in their final year at ABU Zaria. Everyone on campus believed they were twins because they moved together, ate together, and even shared the same dreams. Some students joked, "Una be twin? I no understand again oo." Afifah was calm, soft-spoken, and kind. She believed the best about everyone. Badiya was bold, lively, and outgoing, always ready with a loud laugh or dramatic reaction. Their differences made their friendship stronger. They had big dreams. Afifah planned to become a top accountant, while Badiya dreamed of being a broadcast journalist. They promised to support each other no matter what. But something dark was already forming between them, something Afifah could not see. A shadow of jealousy that began the very day Afifah met Rabiyu, the handsome and wealthy FIRS staff who visited the university for a seminar. That was the first twist of fate. The campus hall was crowded when Rabiyu arrived for his seminar on taxation. Some students whispered as he spoke. His confidence, his neat dressing, the soft northern accent that made every sentence sound important. But Rabiyu only noticed one thing: Afifah. After the seminar, he pulled her aside politely, offering her his card and saying, "I would like to guide you in your career journey. You are very brilliant." Afifah blushed. Badiya watched from a distance, her smile frozen. Inside her heart, a tiny voice whispered, "Why her? Why not me?" That night, Badiya pretended to be happy for her friend, but her eyes carried something else: bitterness, covered in fake affection. Rabiyu began calling Afifah. He checked on her studies, encouraged her, and even sent her lunch sometimes when she was too busy to cook. Afifah glowed with happiness. Badiya noticed every gift, every smile, every message. One evening she teased Afifah, "My sister, you don't get person no. Now a big man be that too." Afifah smiled shyly and said, "He is just guiding me. We are not dating." But Badiya already saw him as something she wanted. Not because she loved him, but because she couldn't stand Afifah having something she didn't. This was the seed of betrayal slowly growing. Badiya secretly searched Afifah's phone one night when Afifah was sleeping. She saw all the messages between Afifah and Rabiyu. Jealousy burned in her chest. She whispered, "No be only you go enjoy. I must collect my own." The next day, she sent Rabiyu a message pretending to be Afifah's friend who wanted to help him understand Afifah better. She told lies, small lies at first, like Afifah being shy or afraid of commitment. Rabiyu believed her. Badiya pretended to care about Rabiyu's intentions. She asked all the right questions, acting like a true helper. But one night, she sent Rabiyu a voice note pretending to reveal the truth. She said Afifah didn't actually love him, that Afifah was only using him for gifts, that Afifah was still talking to another guy. Lies, all lies. Rabiyu's heart shook. He began doubting Afifah without telling her. Afifah and Rabiyu continued talking, and their bond grew stronger. Afifah began to see him as more than a mentor. He was becoming her lover. But Rabiyu would sometimes ask strange questions. "Are you sure you're not talking to someone else? Do you really want a future with me?" Afifah always replied, "Yes, I do. Why would I lie?" But Rabiyu's heart couldn't rest because of Badiya's poison. Meanwhile, Badiya smiled at both of them like she was the glue holding them together. She was actually the knife slowly cutting their bond. One afternoon, Rabiyu invited Afifah to his Abuja office for an important meeting about her internship documents. Afifah was excited, but she fell sick that morning and couldn't travel. Badiya volunteered to go in her place to collect the documents. Afifah trusted her completely. When Badiya got to Abuja, Rabiyu welcomed her warmly, thinking she was truly helping her friend. But Badiya had a different agenda. That night, when she would have returned to Zaria, she lied that she missed her boss. Rabiyu reluctantly allowed her to stay in his guest room. Badiya used every trick she had. Fake tears, lies about being hurt by her father, stories about loneliness. Rabiyu, confused and emotional, was vulnerable. She slept with him. The next morning she acted ashamed and begged him not to tell Afifah. But deep inside, she smiled. She had stolen what did not belong to her. When Badiya returned to school, she hugged Afifah tightly like nothing happened. Afifah asked, "How was the trip?" Badiya replied with confidence, "My sister, it's sweet oh. I collected everything. That man loves you die." Afifah believed her, but that night, Badiya sent Rabiyu another message. "Remember, we agreed Afifah doesn't need to know. She can't handle it." Rabiyu, full of guilt, agreed. Rabiyu finally decided he wanted to marry Afifah. He called her and told her he was coming to see her parents. Afifah screamed in excitement. Badiya's smile filled with her, but her heart cracked. This was not what she wanted, because she too had fallen for Rabiyu, and the man she loved wanted her closest friend. Rabiyu began to distance himself slightly, sometimes sounding lost or guilty. Afifah noticed and asked him several times if he was okay. He always said, "I am fine," but his heart carried a heavy stone. He was about to marry a woman whose best friend had already betrayed her. 2 weeks before the family meeting, Badiya panicked. She found out Afifah was planning to surprise Rabiyu with a special visit. Badiya knew the truth could explode, so she created a new lie. She told Rabiyu that Afifah was cheating with a classmate. She sent fake screenshots, edited messages, showing Afifah texting another boy. Rabiyu was devastated. He believed the worst. He cancelled the meeting without explanations. Afifah cried for days. Afifah begged Rabiyu to explain what went wrong. He only replied, "I just need space." Badiya comforted her with fake sympathy, rubbing her back and saying, "Men know they try sometimes, no cry." But inside she felt satisfied. Her lies were working. Afifah noticed small changes. Badiya hiding her phone, acting secretive, avoiding certain conversations. One night she asked, "Are you hiding something from me?" Badiya laughed loudly. "Hide waiting. You trust me, die." Afifah forced a smile, but something inside her whispered, something is not right. One night, a message entered Afifah's phone by mistake. It was meant for Badiya. It was from Rabiyu. "Please, what we did that night must remain between us." Afifah's words stopped. Her chest tightened. Her breath froze. Her best friend, her twin, had betrayed her. Afifah stormed in the room shaking. She held up her phone and shouted, "What is this, Badiya?" Badiya froze, then slowly sat down, covering her face. She whispered, "I didn't mean for it to happen." Afifah screamed, "You slept with him, my fiancé, my Rabiyu?" Badiya replied with bitterness, "He never loved you. He only pitied you." That statement cut deeper than any knife. Both girls cried. Both shouted. The hostel corridor echoed with their fight. Afifah kept repeating, "How could you do this to me?" Badiya finally exploded. "Because you always get everything. Everybody likes you, even the man I loved." That was the truth. Jealousy. And it destroyed everything. Afifah left the room, shaking, crying, lost. She didn't know where to go. She sat outside the hostel, hugging her knees. She felt like her whole world had turned to ashes. But inside that pain, a new strength began to rise. She whispered, "I will not die because of this." It was the beginning of her healing. When Afifah confronted Rabiyu, he broke down. He told her everything, how Badiya lied, manipulated him, tricked him, and slept with him. Afifah couldn't believe how easily he trusted lies. She said, "You destroy what we had because you believe a stranger over me. Rabiyu knelt, crying, but Afifah walked away. Sometimes love must burn before truth shines. Afifah gathered evidence, tests, voice notes, edited screenshots. She showed her close friends, her classmates, and eventually Rabiyu's colleagues. Badiya's lies began to crumble like sand in the rain. Students whispered everywhere. Badiya betrayed Afifah. Her twin betrayer. Her reputation fell apart. Badiya became isolated. Friends avoided her. Guilt ate her from inside. She remembered how Afifah always treated her like a sister. Now she had destroyed everything. One night, she sat alone and whispered, "I don't do bad. God forgive me." Her heart broke. Afifah focused on herself. She finished her final exams with excellent grades. She began her internship with confidence. She even started giving motivational talks to junior students about self-worth, friendship, and betrayal. Pain had made her stronger. Months later, Badiya approached Afifah during convocation. She fell on her knees and cried loudly, "Afi, I am sorry. I am truly sorry. Please forgive me." Afifah looked at her for a long time. Then she lifted her up gently. "I forgive you, but things cannot go back to how they were. Forgiveness is not forgetting. It is letting go." Rabiyu tried to come back. He begged Afifah to give him another chance. But Afifah smiled peacefully and said, "No, I deserve someone who will trust me." She walked away, leaving Rabiyu speechless. She didn't return to the man who hurt her. She chose herself. Afifah graduated with honors. She got a job offer in Lagos. Her parents were proud. Life opened like a fresh sunrise. As she boarded the bus to Lagos, she looked back at Zaria and whispered, "I survived." She had lost a friend, lost a man, but she found something greater: strength, truth, and a new beginning. If you got inspired, kindly share this video so others can learn. Don't forget to subscribe, likes, and comment. See you on the next episode. Bye for now.